Okay guys, welcome to lesson 3. This is called preparing a project for editing. So if you were an assistant editor and you were prepping a project for an editor in some of the bigger production houses or actually out in Hollywood, they would actually have an assistant editor who would come in and prep all of the clips, label all the clips, mark all the clips, get rid of clips that you may not want, and prep them for the actual editor to come in and actually start editing. So this is kind of some of the things that person would do. For our purposes, it's really stuff that you guys would do. You guys are really the assistant editor and the actual editor. So some of the things that you should do to kind of prep yourself before editing is adding additional metadata to clips, including keywords and comments. So what is metadata? Metadata is this stuff right here, labeling your clips. Whenever you label your clips, you're adding metadata, okay? So I'm looking at my bin right here, and say I go to, remember we have text view, frame view, and then script view. So say right here, this shot right here, 8D-1SER scratch audio. If I add some text here, the stuff that I add here is I'm adding more metadata. Okay, so say that I really like this clip and I want to use this one, use good take. So this would actually help you or whoever's going to be editing know that this clip is a good take. So that is called adding metadata to your project. Even when you color code stuff, okay, if you color code your clips, that is adding metadata. So anything you do to your clips to help label them or organize them is called adding metadata to your project. Copying clips. You can also copy clips, okay, into bins. Can't get that to go away. So I can actually copy clips into a bin. So here I'm going to make just a quick new bin right here. All right, and I can actually copy and make subclips in my bin. So right here, if I hold down, say I want to have a few duplicate of this scratch audio right here, what I could do is actually hold down the Option key and click and drag that into another bin. That makes a duplicate copy of that same clip. Okay? I could actually even make a subclip of this. So say I have this clip right here, and I only want to use just this section, okay? So I'm only using this section of the clip. I can mark in and out, click and drag this down to my bin, and see how the clip is almost in half? That is called a subclip. So maybe you have a clip that was, I don't know, multiple takes and only, and it was like, 2 to 3 minutes, but you only want, say, maybe a minute of that instead of searching throughout the entire 2-minute clip to find that section. You could actually make a subclip. So when you have that subclip, it's only the section of the original clip that you want. Okay? Syncing your audio and video. If you guys remember last year when we did the Breakfast Club project, we had separate audio and we had separate video, and you actually learned how to sync the two together. So I'm gonna reintroduce you to that in just a few minutes. The first thing I want to do though is just to review your bins. So again, your bin is where you store all of your footage, and in the lower left-hand corner you'll see the different ways that you can view your bins, view your footage. This is nothing new. Text view, you have your clip right here, and you have your metadata or your name right here. All right. You can go into frame view, which gives you different frames, okay, of the actual clip. If you hit Command L, you can actually make those bigger. Command K, you can make them smaller. Okay, so you may want to make them a little bit bigger. I'm old, so I have weaker eyes, so I make them a little bit bigger for myself. This helps you kind of see them visually. Okay, and then you have script view, which gives you a bigger frame. And again, by hitting Command L, you can make them even bigger if you want, and gives you a place to actually label and describe your shot. Okay, so those three Those three options are on the bottom of your bin. Okay. So we talked about subclips. We talked about cloning. The one thing that we want, or making a copy of a clip. The other thing you can do is you can actually duplicate a clip. Okay, so you can make a copy, like I did. I deleted it, but you can make a copy of a clip, or you can actually duplicate. And there's a few ways that you can duplicate a clip. You can go up to File, or to Edit. I'm sorry. You can go to Edit and hit Duplicate. Okay, so that will allow you to duplicate an image. Opening a bin from another project. So if you wanted to open a bin, okay, from another project, you're going to go to File and Open Bin. So I can actually open a bin from any other project that I may need. So say if you were working with a partner editing the same thing, and they had a bin that had some certain video in there that you didn't have, you could actually go to their Avid and open up their bin. Okay, so if I wanted to open up a certain bin, I can just go to Open Bin. Say I wanted to open this bin right here, the instructor bin. Say I want to open, I don't know, student sequences right here. I could click Open, and now you'll see in this folder right here, the other bins and student sequences is accessible right there. Okay. Auto-syncing clips. All right, so this is a little bit of a review, but auto-syncing clips. So right here, I have a clip. When I play it, it has no audio, just video. If I go over to my audio bin, you can see here is the same labeled clip, but this is the audio of it. Okay, so 1A3, which is right here. So you can kind of hear the audio. So what I'm going to do is I want to set a mark in, okay, where the slate comes in. So I'm going to play it. Right there. There's my marker. So I'm going to back it up. Having my caps lock on, I can audio scrub. I'm going to do a mark in right there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, just making sure that I have the right 1A03, 1A. So making sure I have the right clips here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over to here. And I'm actually going to group these clips together. By holding down the Command key, I can highlight these two clips. So again, I have my mark-in set here with a marker. I have my mark-in set here with the actual sound. I'm going to highlight these two, and then I'm going to group them together. Okay? So I'm going to go to Clip and Group Clips. And then I'm going to group them. This gives you all the options that you can sync your audio and video to. I'm actually going to group them by endpoints because we set endpoints right where the marker is. So when I hit OK, it gives me a new grouped clip right up here. So when I load that up, it should sync up. So now I have my audio and my video together, okay? And that is an exercise that you guys will be doing. The final thing that I want to point out are your bin columns, okay? Up here, you have different bin columns. So I have your creation date, the date that you actually inputted your clip, the duration of that clip, the drive where you can find the actual clip, the mark in and mark outs if you have them set, and so on and so forth. You can see that it goes on for quite a while, for quite a ways. Okay, you can actually remove some of these if you choose to. If you go down here to the little quick menu, you can see that this gives you all different types of options. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Choose Columns, which is right down here. By clicking on Choose Columns, this gives you the option to add or remove any columns that you may not want. So for example, let's get rid of track 3, 4. We'll get rid of all those comments. And maybe what we'll do is we'll add a few. Like maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe the master duration. How about that? And we'll hit OK. And you can see how my bin columns have changed. Okay, so now I added my master duration right here, but everything else has been removed. So that gives you the option to adjust and have the bins the way that you want. Why is this important? Because sometimes maybe you don't need all of this extra, these extra columns in here. Sometimes you might want a nice simple bin that's easy to read with only the information on there that you need. Okay? Let's see. So that is all for lesson 3. You guys can go ahead and do the exercise, but we'll talk to you guys in lesson 4. Leon out.